So today is an awesome day. I'm so excited. You already know by the title, I'm gonna straight pipe my truck. So lately this truck's been getting me down a little bit. I think I need to do a new oil cooler and EGR delete because there's what looks like oil in my coolant and that's not good. I also need to clean the turbo or just get a new one because it's sticking a little bit. The way that turbo works is there's little valves in it which change the geometry of the turbo and they're sticking. So that's what causes it not to spool up like other diesels on startup. It also doesn't have boost for a few seconds when I start driving. Once it gets going and it warms up, it starts, running good. But there's a couple things I need to change. One thing that I was recommended to do is to straight pipe the truck. I'm not just doing it to be obnoxious, like that's actually recommended for these trucks. Right now it's got a full exhaust. I think it's a MagnaFlow exhaust, and then it has a muffler, like a giant muffler. So I bought the delete pipe. It's just a 4-inch straight pipe, removes the muffler, and it puts this in, so it's pretty much straight pipe. So here it is. So fat ass 4-inch pipe, and if we look under the truck, there's the muffler. Huge muffler. But then all the way back, you're not gonna be able to see it all the way back, but pretty much all the way back is just 4-inch straight pipe, and then in the front is just where the exhaust tip is. There's clamps right here, 2 on each side. I think I just removed those and it should be pretty straightforward. Also, I was being smart yesterday and decided before I took this sucker out to take some exhaust clips of how it sounds now, so that way I don't have to do it now and then wait for it to cool down, because that just is a waste of time. So after this is done, I'll play those exhaust clips from yesterday. I'm not going to rev it much. I didn't rev it much yesterday just because of the issues that it has, and I'm not trying to egg on the engine to blow up or something. So hopefully there should be like a pretty decent sound change, but we'll see. I've also never really worked on a truck, let alone a diesel truck. The only thing I did was the window, and that doesn't really count. So this is my first real time working on a diesel truck. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to get started. So let's just do it. I just want to note that before I start, I already blasted these hangers with WD-40. There's one there, and there's like, you can't see it, but it's up there. This one doesn't have a hanger, it's just some bolts. So I'm hoping that I just undo these bolts, and then I can get these hangers out easily, and then I can get a mallet, because this won't fall off, there's no way. I can get a rubber mallet and just bang the crap out of that, and hopefully it just pops off, and then I can, bang the other side, and hopefully that pops off, and then we can slide on this new pipe. So this last hanger was a little bit harder, but got it off, no problem. The exhaust is hanging down now. So basically from right here, actually from back there, it's all free, hanging loose now. So what I'm gonna try to do, I don't know if I have to take those parts down there off, because like there's a part right here, the muffler, part that goes over the axle, and then there's another part that comes back out around behind the wheel. But I want to see if I can do it without having to take all that stuff off. So the idea would just to be able to take this off and replace the pipe and put everything back in. So it looks a little loose here from the pressure hanging. What I'm gonna do is get a rubber mallet and just literally whack the crap out of it, and hopefully it comes off. So I actually ended up just sitting down here, grabbing the exhaust tip and wiggling it around and pulling it in. The front part came undone real nice. Pretty easy actually. So now I'm just gonna try to do the same thing with the muffler. Wiggle it around, hopefully it just comes out.
This is a Chuki beat production.
So I'm breathing heavy right now, but that actually wasn't that bad. Just shook it off and it came off. It's not that heavy either. It's kind of heavy, but it's not that heavy. Yeah, so I got to leave the back piece on, and I got to leave the front piece on. Just took out the muffler, and now we got this nice fat pipe right here. Fat. And it should just slip right on and put everything back together. Now there is one thing to note though. So if you take a look at this muffler, this side has the bigger like diameter pipe, so it slides over the other pipe. This side has a smaller diameter pipe, so it fits in the other pipe. Now if you go to this pipe, this is a different brand, made for a different exhaust. Both of them have the bigger diameter pipe on each side. So I guess worst comes to worst, I'll just weld it on, but hopefully I can make something work. So just like I thought, these are the same diameter, so I can't put them inside each other, like they won't just slide in. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead, there's like slits in here already. I'm gonna hammer these in a little bit, try to slide it in as much as I can, and then just straight up weld it. Weld it, fill in the holes, whatever's left, and put it back in. And in order to take this whole thing out, I don't know if it was necessary, but I dropped the spare tire down here. Gave us a bunch of room up here, like there's literally so much room, and we were able to slide it out. We'll be able to slide it back in, no problem too. My only worry is that I welded in the right spot so that the hanger still fits, and it still fits on this side. I'd love to tack it on the truck. Normally that's what you do, but I don't have a long enough extension cord for the welder. So whatever, let's go ahead and tack this up and hopefully it works great. All right, real quick, didn't film this, but there was like slits right here that I showed you before, and we hammered them in so we could slide this pipe on. Gave it a little tap, and now we're gonna tack weld it, and I can put it on the bench and really weld it nice and good. That's it. Truck is straight piped. See what it sounds like. This thing sounds insane. I'm sitting here right now, I can hear it whistling out the back. Like, it's actually insane. It sounds so sick. I didn't think it'd be this big of a difference. I hope the camera picks it up because it whistles so freaking loud now. Like, it's just whistling now. I'm not even doing anything. Jesus. Oh my God. Whistling. Sounds sick. I just forgot to close the garage, but we're gonna go to the wall, obviously. You know, the wall with the echoes that makes cars sound really loud and sick, and that's what we're doing right now. Here she is, my favorite wall. That's nutty. I'm gonna see if I can put the camera down and get some like outside shots. So I'm back home now. You can probably still hear the truck running outside, but my camera died while I was out. But it sounds sick. It sounds like insane. It literally sounds like a jet. It's wild. I'm so happy I did that. I highly recommend it. I don't know how many of you guys out there have like trucks or whatever, but if you have a 6.0, you need a straight pipe. And this is only a 4-inch straight pipe. They make 5 inches, which I cannot even imagine. It sounds amazing. I wish my turbo was not acting up and sticking, or else when you start it up, it'll have like this insane whistle. Like, I'll show you an example of the same exact setup I have and what it's supposed to sound like. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to sound like, and mine's not doing that. I'm about to just buy a new turbo. I might do like an 03 turbo upgrade. If you don't know what that is, really sick. It should whistle like crazy. But I've also got to figure out the oil cooler situation and whatever it is. Got to make sure the truck's running good. But this is steps in the right direction, and I think it sounds awesome. So if you did like this video, leave a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. We're about to hit 13,000 followers, which is freaking sweet. I love doing this, and I love all you guys, and I can't wait to get rocking on this truck. Might do an exhaust on the 242, so maybe next video, I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Why they wanna be me? It's not what it seems. Running to the bank, putting wet on my Achilles. We been thumbing blue faces like they Washingtons. On a run from MIA up to Washington.